Good day, everybody. I'm Shmi, and I make guides for Path of Exile's Ruthless mode. Today, I'm back to show you my plan for League starting Path of Exile's Boat League tomorrow, and I am going to be playing a Dominating Blow Necromancer. I do need to point out that this is a new and fresh build. It's not something that I've tested and proven before. However, it's basically just a variation of the SRS Necromancer, which I definitely have played, and I may be just a tad salty about how that build kept getting buffed as soon as I stopped playing it. Just, a little bit. Now, this build's minion kit is going to use Dominating Blow, Raise Zombie, Summon Holy Relic, and 2 Golems, Carrion Golem and Chaos Golem. I may potentially swap out Chaos Golem for Stone Golem of Safeguarding, but that's going to add a dex requirement, so I'll add more to that possibility later. The skill combination is going to work out great for Ruthless, though, because if I find any relevant melee attack sport, I can put that on Dominating Blow, and it'll affect me and the minions. If I find, say, a minion support, I can put that on one of the minions that isn't created by Dominating Blow, and a Spell Gem support can even go on to Holy Relic, so I can use pretty much anything that I find. Now, for the supporting skills, I do get clarity early on, and that is useful, but eventually I just won't need it, and you can get rid of it. I'll also grab Desecrate in Act 2, but again, the dex requirement's rough, so I'll keep it low level, and I'm only going to be using it to feed Flesh Offering during boss fights. I'm going to be using Enfeeble as my main curse, and I do get Raise Spectre in Act 3, which I should use, but I kind of can't stand doing the corpse management thing, so maybe not. I don't know. I don't get Dominating Blow until Act 3 with the first Uncarved Gemstone, but it's honestly going to be really easy for this build because I could just level as SRS until then. When I get to the Divine Font, I'm going to have some things to do. First, I need to upgrade Dominating Blow to the Transfigured Dominating Blow of Inspiring. You get 300% of your minion damage affecting Dominating Blow of Inspiring, and I'm pushing 224% minion damage just from the build. So I'll be casually running around with at least like 700% increased damage on my melee attack. I'll also be able to transfigure Holy Relic into Holy Relic of Conviction, which should increase my area clear speed, but I may choose not to if I want to keep that life regeneration. I'm a little worried about keeping the zombies alive, so we shall see. For the Ascendancies, I'm going to have a choice depending on what I can find. I will pick up Mistress of Sacrifice first, then I'll go down to get Bone Barrier, and for my last Ascendancy, I'm either going to pick up Unnatural Strength or Commander of Darkness. My plan right now is for Unnatural Strength. However, if I get really lucky and I find a whole bunch of useful auras, like Haste and Purity of Elements, I'll probably shift the build into something that's a little bit more dexterity focused and aura stacky. Otherwise, I'm going to stay with Unnatural Strength where I can hopefully pick up some chance to poison support gems. Either way, it's going to either be a physical heavy aura build or a chaos heavy poison build, and most likely I'll start out with the physical one and finish with the chaos one. Here's the whole passive tree, and it's sketched out all the way to level 90. Remember, it is just a rough sketch, and by the time I get to posting a build guide, there may be some changes. So I would say if you're going to follow along, be ready to adapt, but honestly, leveling this up was incredibly fluid and comfy when I was testing it out. There's really literally only one trick, which is you need to get Spiritual Aid early, and then as soon as you get Dominating Blow of Inspiring, refund Spiritual Aid. That's it. That's literally the only trick to leveling this build up. Otherwise, it's basically a one-track build that you just can't mess up. You always have options. They're always straightforward, offense or defense. There's really no tricks at all, and it really should be quite comfy. Check out the description for the POB link for this passive tree setup. Now for the gear, I'm going to be using Templar armor. Again, nothing fancy. For the weapon, I do have a little bit of flexibility. Easiest weapon class to use would either be a scepter or a staff, which gives me the option of using a shield depending on what I find. I'm assuming it's mostly just going to depend on luck at first. I also can use a mace or a warhammer, but I'm already stretching it on stats and I'd need to pick up some strength somewhere. As long as I stick to this plan, though, even gearing up should be simple. I'll want added minion damage, increased minion damage, and minion attack speed. Survival stuff is necessary, maybe minion poison stuff if I start getting lucky. Really, though, I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I have a feeling this is going to be an incredibly comfy league start. Hopefully I'm right, and I hope to see all of you about a day from now when Boat League launches. Thank you all for watching, and until next time, take care, Exiles.